All right, guys, so here we are. So this is a unique situation for all of us. I hope you guys are all safe and you're isolating at home. You definitely don't want to be around other people. This virus is crazy, and we are now having to teach you guys online. It's a bit of a weird situation, so we've had to rework the documentary assignment um, for a couple of reasons. Um, a, you're not going to really have access to some of the ideas that you guys had on your original documentary ideas because everything is being shut down. People are all going to be in their homes, and so it's going to be really difficult to kind of do the original ideas that you guys were going for. So the other part of that is some access to equipment. In a later class, I'm going to be talking about what I want you guys to do to kind of shoot this documentary. I'll give you guys some options and talk about how to shoot some material on your phone, how to download some footage, and we'll do that next week. Monday's class and Tuesday's class will be when your PSA will be due, and I'm going to hopefully have a little bit of critique for you guys. I'll send you by email once I see your material. And then on the Wednesday and Thursday class, we'll talk about how you guys are going to shoot your documentary. Here is the assignment. So we've come up with a new assignment. We talked together as instructors, and so we're going to kind of do it a little bit differently now. I'm going to be looking for this documentary to be about 2 to 3 minutes in length. I'm still going to look for a number of different elements that are going to be a part of it. All right, but you're going to kind of do it in a different direction, and everybody's going to kind of do the same kind of documentary this time. Okay, so the topic of your documentary will be the same for everyone. In the class, it will be COVID-19. How is it affecting your life and the lives of those you are currently with? You could be back home living with your family. You might have some roommates. You might have a significant other. I want to hear the story of how this entire thing is affecting you because, to be honest, it's affecting everybody. Right, so I'm looking for your kind of stories. So let's kind of go through the assignment sheet a little bit. So for this project, just like the other ones, you are going to tackle the role of producer-director. You will shoot and edit the production individually. So there will not be any group work moving forward. We had to kind of make that call for kind of the social distancing thing that we all need to do around the virus. So it kind of makes it difficult for production that way in order to do things as a group. And again, your topics are kind of non-existent anymore because everything's kind of closed. So you're going to be doing all of this kind of stuff individually. Okay. I'm going to want you guys to shoot this with any camera that you have available. All right, so if you want to shoot it on your phone, that'll be perfectly fine. I'm going to give you some advice on how to shoot the phone, shoot with the phone next week, possibly show you how you can add an app to kind of help control how you shoot it, exposure, focus, these kind of things. So we'll talk about that next week. If you have a video camera at home, that'll be fantastic. If you have a DSLR at home, that'll be fantastic. I want you guys to use whatever device that you may have at home that you can use. Now, the one problem with that, there's going to be a whole bunch of different cameras, and so we'll kind of deal with any of the issues from camera to camera, downloading, putting it into Premiere Pro, doing your editing. Dwayne will probably be able to answer some questions with some of the different codecs and stuff that your different cameras might record, but we will work that out and you'll kind of do your editing and stuff and shoot on the phone. The project must contain a minimum of 3 interviews, right? And one of those interviews, of course, is going to be yourself, all right? So I want to hear your story as part of this. I want to hear your family story. I want to hear your roommates, your significant other, all right? So whoever your dealing with as part of this crisis, this health situation that we're all dealing with. I want you to interview these various people. Okay. I will need you guys to record some voiceover narration, just like you would have done for a regular documentary. We'll talk about some ways that you guys can do that. You can kind of record the voice directly into the camera, kind of split it from the video, and then kind of place it where you want in Premiere Pro. We can talk about those kind of things. I do want you guys to include some Nat Sound, because I do need you guys to get some B-roll. I do understand the B-roll will probably be a little bit limited because you might just be shooting stuff in your house, but there should be some great opportunities. You're going to be able to show yourselves doing some different things, show your family doing some different things, and so there's a lot of opportunity for B-roll. I'm hoping to work with this particular assignment. I would like to see some sound ups in there. And again, I think there's some good opportunities for that. You guys are going to be making some sound, conversation between yourselves, because sound ups can be nat sound. They can be dialogue driven. That's entirely up to you guys. But I do think looking and shooting in your house, there's going to be some opportunities and stuff for that. Sally's going to need you guys to do a production schedule, right? So you're going to do this in your home, but you're going to have to do some planning. All right, you're going to have to figure out how you want to tell your story, so you're going to need to do a production schedule. That'll be a part of the production book. I'm going to need you to scout your location. Could be your home. Could be your parents' home, could be your significant other's home. So I'm going to want you guys to do a little bit of a location survey. Obviously, we're not going to have any lighting. Sound's not going to be an issue with boom mics and these kind of things and stuff like that. But I still want you guys to kind of scout it, get into that rhythm, kind of scouting every location and doing different things that way and filling out a location fact sheet with that. The big thing again with this one is you're going to need to do an editing script for this. That's something I'm going to be talking about in today's class. I want to go through some different things in the module related to your script. This is something we didn't have a little bit of time to talk about when we talked about the documentary assignment earlier in the semester. So I want to kind of go into some detail on how I want that kind of script to be put together. You're also going to need to put together a production book. Obviously, it's a documentary. You're not going to need storyboards, but you should have a shot list that you can kind of have of possible material that you're going to put in there. Your location fact sheets, maybe a call sheet of when you're going to be shooting. Because again, you got a number of weeks now to work on this. Not that much. We only have about 5.5 weeks left in the semester, but more than enough time to do this kind of project. And so it's going to be a limited production book compared to bigger productions, but there is going to be a production book, and I'm going to want you guys to submit that. Okay, I'm going to want you guys to submit the documentary on the OneDrive. So using the same procedure that I just showed you that I'm going to want you guys to do for your PSA. That's going to be coming up and being due on Monday. Okay. How I'm going to evaluate you guys, I'm going to be evaluating on your effective camera composition with the phone, with your portable video camera, whatever you guys are going to be using, conducting your location surveys, completing location fact sheets, your shot list, your plan for shooting, effective use of backgrounds. I want you guys to use, of course, backgrounds that are going to be associated with your production. So having a nice place where your family is going to be sitting, where you're going to be sitting, and doing that. If you need a family member to hold the camera while you guys are going to be recording the interview, that's perfectly fine. I'm not too concerned about the sound. I know we're going to have some issues related to sound. We have to be realistic in the situation that we're in right now, and so I'm going to be really flexible. I'm not going to be too as concerned about sound, but of course I do want it to be present and to be there. Okay, you're going to edit with Premiere Pro. Dwayne's going to show you some ways on how to get your material off the phone, and I'm going to be grading on all of your acquisition of that requested material for your documentary, including all your interviews and your B-roll. Right? So we're going in a different direction. I'm kind of excited about it. I kind of want to learn and hear about all of your stories related to what the heck is going on, this week, and over the next few weeks, and isolation that we're going to be in. And again, that's a good thing. We're going to try and not infect other people. Different countries are doing this. It's a pretty big, bold step for all of us. I know, guys, it's not what you wanted to do, but we have to kind of be flexible and work with the parameters that were dealt, right? I know when I heard on the weekend, last weekend, that I was going to have to teach all the rest of this stuff online, I'm going, oh, how am I going to do this? I had definitely had some fears, but we are going to make it work. All right, we'll find a way to do it, and this will be one of the assignments. Okay, thank you guys.